Hi everyone, Hannah here, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, May the 19th. Today we travel from Orlando to Manchester. At the moment there are no kind of tests or restrictions that you need to do to travel back. When we travelled from Manchester to the US, we had to do a pre-flight, like fit to fly test to make sure that we were negative and we didn't have anything. We don't have to do that this time. I think there's still no need for masks, but we will double check that when we get to the airport. There's the exit. Officially not in Disney anymore. Bye Disney! See you real soon! So we're done, we've left the car with Alamo, onto the airport. We have got everything, but this is that nervous part where you suddenly start to think, have I got everything? We've got the passports. Well, I think we've got everything. I mean, we've got the passports. We've got all the lounge fly. That is the important stuff. I mean, we've only bought a little bit of stuff, haven't we? Ha ha ha. Now to find the gate. No idea where we're going. So we're checked in. We need to clear security. I can't film any of that part. So when we get through security, I'll be back. So there is a Disney store at the Orlando airport. So we're going to have a little quick look around. Hello! Just a real quick look. Just because you never know. There were a couple of things that I wanted that I wasn't able to get. So this is like the last attempt to do so. They probably won't have them because I wanted the 50th pyjamas. They don't really seem to be anywhere. Ooh, lounge fly. We love a lounge fly backpack. Right, I'm not seeing any 50th pyjamas as of yet. Oh no, never mind. It's worth a look. Ooh, I have that jacket. It's rather nice. But always good to have a quick look around because you never know. Sometimes the things... Sometimes if they don't have things at the parks, they might have it here and vice versa. If you see it and you want it, buy it. So apologies for the audio on this video. I did have an external microphone and it completely broke. So I'm kind of having to improvise. I'm hoping this is going to come out okay. Apologies if it's not. I have a new one on order. So have no fear, the audio will improve. Okay, so we're going through security. This is where I'm going to have to love you and leave you.
See it at all. So please come back. Visit us again very soon. This is Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer, and we hope you enjoyed your Orlando experience.
There's an Outback, there's a Burger King further down there, duty-free store as well. A spa. You want to treat yourself before you get a flight, you can go to a spa. Ooh, I think we're gate 96 and we depart in about an hour and a half.
Step right there, look at the camera. That looks like...
So it now appears that they do biometrics to enter, which is, we've never had that before. Interesting. So the machine didn't recognise Leo, so he had to go through the normal stuff. Yay!
Once there's something wrong with the facial recognition, check
plane now. I'm using this microphone for now because my external one broke. Today is Thursday. Oh, it's going to fall out. Anyway, today is Thursday, May the 19th. Masks are not mandatory. They're optional. If you want to wear a mask, you can. You don't have to. We are flying from Manchester. No, we're flying to Manchester from Orlando International. We are on a Virgin Atlantic Airbus. Is it a 330 Airbus? A Virgin Atlantic Airbus, probably 330 or something like that. They've just come round with the menu, so I'm going to show you that. So this is the menu. Food-wise, the starter is a creamy tomato, mozzarella and pesto salad. Mains, you have a choice of a chicken fajita, a red Thai curry, or potato-topped vegetarian shepherd's pie. Dessert is a lemon cheesecake. Now, I love cheesecake, but I personally hate lemon, so I'm going to swerve that one. And then breakfast will be served 90 minutes before we land. Right now, we're in Orlando International. It's 7:30 p.m. We should well, no, it's about 7:20 p.m. ish. We're planning to take off at 7:40 p.m. So obviously overnight flight to Manchester in the UK. So breakfast will be before we land. Choice of sausage, egg and cheese and a warm biscuit, which I think that means more of like a McDonald's sausage and egg McMuffin sort of thing. A warm egg and cheese biscuit or overnight oats. Then drinks. So drinks are on the back. You've got wine, beer, spirits and liquor, soft drinks and hot drinks. Now there is something I will quickly say about hot drinks. Now I don't know how real this is, so I'm going to prefix this with choose to, like, each to their own. I saw a TikTok once with a flight attendant who said to avoid hot drinks on planes because the machines only get properly cleaned when they break down. They get a proper clean and then they're back up. Now we're on a fairly new plane, so I might try it. I don't know what airline this person works for or anything like that, so each to their own. It might have just been their airline. Like I said, we're on Virgin Atlantic Airbus 3 something. We're in premium economy. We are at the back, which is very nice because that means when we want to try and have a nap, the seats go quite far back and we're not going to interrupt anybody else. As a rule, we don't tend to be able to sleep on planes. We just can't settle. We're definitely going to try though because we are shattered. So something that we have never experienced, checking in at the gate to get on the plane, they had like a facial recognition thing. You walk up, you stand where the little feet markers are. If it goes green, you just go straight through. You didn't have to scan your passport or your boarding pass or anything like that. Mine was fine. Leo's, however, said no, so he had to go into a separate line where they check your boarding pass and passport. He was then fine. I mean, he's not changed in the past 2 weeks, so I don't know what sort of picture they've got for him. I don't know if it goes off your passport photo. Mine's pretty similar, whereas Leo had longer hair on his passport photo, so potentially it could have been that. They do make you take your glasses off for it as well though, so bear that in mind. If you have glasses, that will have to be removed. Going through security, can't film any of that. I've got medical issues, just pre-warn them. If you have medical issues, I heard someone in the queue had an insulin pump in their arm, so they said, well, just lift your arm up higher so they know where it's going to come out on the scan. I thought that was going to be something important then. They're just doing like the last checks and closing all the overhead storage. So yeah, security was fairly quick from start to finish. I'd say it was about 20 minutes. There was a bit of a queue. We had to take our shoes off when we came from Manchester to Orlando. We did not have to remove our shoes from Orlando to Manchester going back. We did have to remove our shoes. There's no issue. We have a lovely window seat. So look, there's an announcement. Yeah, Manchester. Everything's looking good. 10 minutes till we're due. Oh, he said everybody's on board, so that's good. None of those last minute calls for people to get to the gate. Oh. We have a nice short flight down today, 7 hours 24 minutes, so I'm expecting guests into Manchester. Did he just say 7 hours 24? I'm sure it took us 8.5 to get here. It's always quicker going back though, to be fair. He said it's looking very smooth. If you can hear this and I'm repeating it, apologies. I think there are a few showers forecast from around lunchtime. A few showers forecast for lunchtime. We've come from Florida storms. English storms are nothing in comparison, are they? Okay, this bit's just generic, so I'll see you in a bit. So we're having a bit of a look around. That green light is a UK or European plug socket. There's two. Oh, there's two. Hello, Leo's feet. There's also, up here, hello, Mirror Hannah. So you can put your own headset in there. We have our own. And you can put something to charge in there. And then you can just put your phone in that little holder part while it's charging. There's a guy over there that's doing it. Oh, Leo's just said there's something behind us. So down there as well, he said there's another holder with a USB in there. Just down there. You probably can't see that very well. So they're getting very equipped on these planes. I like it. I used to have to carry like one of those portable phone charger, power block bank things, whatever you call them. Whereas like the car that we had there had one of those USB charger ports. I mean, so easy. So they give you a little goodie bag. We've got like the generic pillow and the generic blanket as well. They also give you a goodie bag that has a bamboo toothbrush, it looks like a bamboo pen, bit of toothpaste, and it says shh, so I think that's, what do you call them, ear plug things. There is also a little eye mask, 1 second. To sleep, you can pop that over your eyes. Oh, I felt a slight movement then. Oh, we might be going any second. That part's moving away from us now. Bye! We're not moving yet, it's just that part there. She's on. Oh, say goodbye to the Florida sunshine. Oh. I mean, we're already planning our next trip. You can't not plan your next trip as soon as the current one's over, can you? So we're up in the air. We're about 15 minutes into the flight. We're above the clouds now. Apologies, my camera does not really do well in the lower lights, so pre-apologies for that. We were just discussing the food, and I said to my husband Leo, what happens, because he's kind of laid back already and he's might have a nap. I said to him, well, what happens if they bring the food round and I was about to say, and you're asleep? He preemptively said, wake me. So anyone that knows him knows he's motivated by food. If we're both asleep, however, that might be a bit tricky. So he said he might try and find a post-it somewhere and put on his forehead, wake me when there's food. So they've just brought out the food. I'm not going to put the light on because not many other people have put the light on, and I don't want to be disruptive because there are a couple of people that are just asleep. So there's some sort of salad there. That's the lemon cheesecake, which it looks nice, but I'm just personally not a fan of lemon. There is a bread roll. I had a bit of apple juice. And now it said like a red Thai curry, but there's a big piece of salmon on top with some noodles. I do like salmon, so hopefully it's yummy. But yeah, no, it's not the best light, but I just want to be respectful of those that are asleep because there are a couple of people asleep just next to us. But yeah, I mean, it smells amazing, I gotta say. So, slight time skip. Breakfast is, it just looks like a sausage and egg McMuffin from McDonald's and some overnight oats. I've not opted for any food at the moment. We are currently 50 minutes away from landing. You can see out there a little bit. Oh, I didn't have a good night. I might have got an hour's worth of nap. I'll probably get into it a bit more, but the seats are not comfortable for me at the moment. So I've opted not for food. I've had some apple juice. I just want to get off, want to get home, and I want to have a sleep in my own bed. So this is the part that I've struggled with the most. Weirdly, on the flight coming home, on the flight going out, it didn't really bother me too much. I am 5'1". Without the footrest, I don't touch the floor when I'm sat back in the seat. When I'm not sat back in the seat, it's then not comfortable on my back, and I can only just reach the footrest. So in the night, my feet were just slipping off. That started to give my knee a little bit of jip. So that's something that I have struggled with more on the flight coming home. On the flight going out, it didn't really bother me at all. But coming back, it's just made it quite uncomfortable for me personally. My husband's 6 foot, he could touch the floor just fine. The only problem he has is the headrest, he needs to push that up. So yeah, the flight's been fine. The flight attendants are lovely, it's just I'm a little bit short.
Yeah. Nice things. There's pie.
Here.
So we've got some of the cases, there's 3 left to go. It's been such a palaver. I'll go into it a bit more when we've got the rest. We're all packed up in the car, about an hour away from home. We're gonna get home, deplane, probably have a shower, probably have a nap. Unpacking is a tomorrow job. We are home. We are home. It's cold in the UK right now. Well, to others it might be warm. To us, we've just come from Floridian heat, so it is cold. I'm in my robe, got a blanket ready, got Pooh Bear for cuddles, because after a Disney trip, you need a little bit of cheering up sometimes, holiday blues. So there was quite the debacle with different sorts of things. We were at the back of premium economy on the Virgin Atlantic plane. Every single other flight we have ever been on, that's where the main door opens when you get to the airport and you all walk off that way. So we were thinking, oh my goodness, we might be first off the plane, clear through customs and all that kind of stuff really quickly, grab the cases and we can just leave and come home. For some reason, even the flight crew were a bit confused, the air hostesses. They used the front door because we were all congregating around that main door that we got onto the plane with. And all of a sudden the one flight attendant picked up the phone and said, okay. And then obviously relayed the message back to us that it's the other door. So it was all turn around, go back up. We had, with the parking, prepaid fast, like almost like a fast pass, like a Disney fast pass, to get through customs in the UK. I can't remember what it was called, like fast track, fast lane, something like that, just to effectively like a fast pass to skip the majority of the queue, which was something that was bought and paid for as a package with parking. So off the plane, start walking through. Sorry, the cat's just come in. They are sniffing everything right now, bless them. They're like, where have you been? Bless him. Anyway, I'm getting completely distracted where I was like, oh, so the fast pass lane for customs. So we get there, there's about 10 people in front of us, not many at all. And all of a sudden, people start turning around, and there was a little bit of swearing going on, and people saying that they were just completely fed up. And we thought, what's going on here? So we walked up, had the barcodes ready for the fast pass thing to scan, and had our passports ready, all that kind of stuff. And the lady at the desk said, there's no fast pass at this airport. Just as a matter of fact. And she even looked at our pieces of paper and said, you're going to have to just take that up with the airline. And she walked off. And I mean, I get it, it's not her fault in any way, but when you're like in America, they kind of can't do enough for you. They're always so apologetic and all that kind of stuff. So to come from that to just someone saying take it up with the airline and walking away, it was a bit, oh, that's not the best, is it really? Not even a sorry. Then the queue was horrific because another flight had been let off as well, so it was double the queue to get through, which we've had blisters on our feet for a couple of days. We've done that much walking. We got drenched the one night in Magic Kingdom as well, so the wet shoes just rubbed on our feet. Didn't help matters at all. So we got through. Then the cases were late getting off. Even more of a debacle. Then it turns out we went to the Terminal 2 East car park and thought, can't find the car anywhere. That's because we'd actually parked on the West car park. So all the way back down, all the way to the different car park. But we're back, and it rained on the way home as well. What a welcome back to the UK. Plane wise, we had the same plane, not physically the same plane, but the same kind of model, Airbus 330 or 300, something like that. It was the same plane going out as coming back. So I'm really not sure what happened that was different coming back to going out, in the sense of I'm 5'1". Going out, I couldn't touch the floor, but the footrest was fine and I didn't have any issues. Coming back, again, I couldn't touch the floor, but the footrest just didn't do it. So my left knee in particular just had so much pain. It wasn't the best. Didn't manage to get, well, I say I didn't sleep. I think I nodded off once or twice. Maybe 10 minutes here and there. It wasn't the best sleep. The food wasn't that bad, actually. I think I ended up with the red Thai curry, which had salmon on there. Leo had the chicken fajitas. He said that was amazing. He was really pleased with that. He had some breakfast. It was pretty much like a sausage and egg McMuffin that you would get from McDonald's. He said it was just a basic breakfast. It was nice. Nothing to rave about, but he was happy because he had some food. Bless him. He's very food motivated. So when there's food, he's a happy bun. I didn't have any breakfast. I just felt sick. Which is why I didn't really film that much coming out of the airport. I just wanted to get home. It's cold and it's raining outside. Compared to the heat of Florida, we're now in the rain and cold of England. Isn't it lovely? Compared to when we went out to Florida, we had to have a fit to fly test beforehand, which we did at the airport. That's still a thing right now. Today is Friday, May the 20th? Friday, May 20th, or is it the 19th? It's Friday. So whether that's the 19th or the 20th with all the time skips and the difference, it's one of them too. So going out to the US, you have to have a fit to fly test. Thankfully ours were negative and we obviously went. Coming back, nothing. They didn't want to see any vaccination records, any sort of test, nothing at all. Just literally check in as you would have done pre-pandemic and come home. Masks are also optional everywhere right now as well. Obviously that could change. As of right now, masks are optional. There were some people still wearing them in Universal and the Disney parks and on the plane. There were some people not wearing them at all. We wore them when we had to do our fit to fly test. Apart from that, we carried them in our backpacks just in case. But in Disney and Universal, there's hand sanitizers everywhere. Everyone's kind of washing their hands and being clean. So we didn't feel unsafe at any point, which was good. But if you do have any other questions about our trip or anything like that that I might have missed or not covered, please do let me know in the comments down below. I will be upgrading my filming equipment later in the year because my external microphone broke on this trip, which is not ideal. Thankfully, I think it was the last but one day that it broke, so it was just the Epcot trip that I had to improvise with. But I would love to upgrade it right now. But we bought quite a lot of merch, which will be its own video. I'm going to do a big haul video. I'm kind of dreading to think how much that might be because we went out with 2 cases and came back with 4. So, yeah. I mean, you kind of got to. When you're in Disney, you can't get some of those things here. So it's rude not to. And the kitty's sniffing my foot now. Hey, buddy. You gonna come say hi? Look. Yeah. There you go. Oh, say hi to everybody. Oh, bless him. He's just sniffing everything around now. Oh, hello. We won't get your bottom in there though, will we? I'm not sure people want to see your bottom. Bless him. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. That's the rain face.